Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Charlotte Lee-Woolf, Business Development Manager for Social Responsibility and Sustainability, and your guide for this afternoon's event. I'm not going to spend a great deal of time talking about why we're here today. I think everyone here knows that the twin climate and ecological crises are two of the biggest challenges that the world faces. We know we've got to meet net zero status in the next few decades to avoid catastrophic climate change, whilst also adapting to the climate that's already changing and dealing with a whole host of other really important environmental, social and economic concerns which affect people and the planet. Now, because nearly half of greenhouse gas emissions are embedded in the products that we produce and consume, transitioning to a circular economy is a really key solution in addressing the climate emergency, as it is for dealing with pollution, resource depletion, biodiversity loss, and so on. Circular economy is also a really good commercial opportunity, and with the World Economic Forum estimating it will deliver $4.5 trillion of benefit to 2030, it offers us lots of scope to improve resilience, build competitiveness, and explore new markets. However, we will need innovation for that. We'll need cross-boundary working, we'll need collaboration, and we'll need long-term commitment to realize those opportunities. And that's really what brings me to the purpose of this afternoon's event, which is all about showcasing with you some of the really inspiring academic expertise we have here at the university in the area of sustainability and circular economy. You'll also have the opportunity to find out more about our research and innovation activity in this area more generally through visiting the exhibition. And we're going to invite you to consider how we can work with you going forward to deliver a more sustainable future. I'm going to come on in a moment to outline the agenda, what we have in store for this afternoon. But first of all, I'm just going to give you an overview of some of the university's commitments and activities in this area generally. Now, we have thousands of staff and students working in hundreds of buildings across the Edinburgh City region here and in more than 150 countries of the world. So, and we're also, obviously, as you know, a leading research and teaching institution. So we know we have a responsibility, but also a great opportunity to be a positive force for change. This starts at home with our own institutional commitment to be net zero carbon by 2040. And we're taking what we call a whole institution approach to deliver on this commitment. This award-winning approach really involves looking at how we can embed sustainability in all of our activities, our research, teaching and learning, operations, and importantly, innovation activity. So in terms of our operations, we are walking the talk by investing heavily in low carbon and renewable energy technology, such as the solar farm down at our Easterbush campus. We've also recently announced a long-term commitment to invest in forest creation and peatland restoration to offset our unavoidable carbon emissions. And we're going to do that in a way that creates really exciting new opportunities for research and learning, as well as a whole range of other co-benefits. We're also harnessing our great breadth of research expertise and track record across a whole range of disciplines and thematic areas. Of course, this includes climate change. Our scientists are using satellite data and advanced analytics to observe, model, and predict climate change. And they're developing really innovative technological and nature-based solutions to deliver a low-carbon economy. We've got colleagues working on synthetic biology and biotechnology, looking at how we can harness living systems to make our own industrial processes more sustainable. On energy, we're developing, testing, and deploying renewable energy technology and more sustainable energy systems. And on business, finance, and policy, our social scientists are designing interventions that positively influence behaviors and encourage and enable individuals, organizations, and whole sectors to embed sustainability into their decision-making. And there is so much more besides all of this. Underpinning our research are some really exceptional research facilities, some of which you'll learn about today. Henry Jeffrey will shortly come on to tell you about our FastBlade and FlowWave facilities. Archer 2 is another really great example. It's Europe's fastest supercomputer and based here on campus and allows our climate scientists to run more complex simulations than ever before. Meanwhile, On education and skills, we offer a really wide variety of opportunities for supporting climate leaders of sustainability leaders of today and those of tomorrow, whether that be free online courses, executive education, taught courses such as the new Masters in Circular Economy that will launch in September, and also student projects, giving students the opportunity to tackle real-world challenges set by our industry partners. And speaking of partners, we look to work in partnership with others wherever we can to extend the impact that we have. Some of the relationships that we've developed in the financial services sector is a really fantastic example of that. So, for instance, the new partnership with financial services firm Aberdeen will see the establishment of a £5 million new centre for investing innovation. This centre is going to be looking at some of the challenges associated with sustainable investing, and also look at ways in which we can enhance people's well-being, financial well-being, as we move into a more uncertain future. Meanwhile, the executive education programme that our Centre for Business, Climate Change and Sustainability at the Business School is delivering for the NatWest Group is another really fantastic example of our partnership working in practice. And then finally, sort of wrapped around all of this, we are creating a supportive environment for innovation, whether that be supporting individual entrepreneurs to grow their business, or developing long-term strategic R&D projects and partnerships with industry leaders. That's just some of what we have to offer, and today is a way of finding out much more. As you can see from the agenda in front of me on the slide here, we have 4 academic keynote speakers for you. Jenny Garden, Henry Jeffrey, Afshin Mirapura, and Stephen Wallace will each explain how their research is tackling key challenges as we transition to a more sustainable circular economy. Partway through the presentations, there will be an opportunity for networking and to visit our exhibition stands. There you'll be able to meet some of the key contacts shown on the slide here. They include the Edinburgh Earth Initiative team, a flagship initiative that was set up to draw on our strengths right across the university and to work in partnership with others to deliver ambitious solutions that manage and mitigate climate change. You'll also meet representatives from BCAS, our Centre for Climate Change and Sustainability at the Business School, representatives from Fastblade, and business development colleagues who represent the Circular Economy Centre, the new Science for Sustainability Hub, and a whole range of other relevant thematic centres, institutes, and research groups. Once you've heard from all of our academic keynote speakers, I'm going to ask Andy Mount to reflect on some of what we've heard today and consider what that means for industry-academic collaboration going forward. And then we'll finish with a conversation between Andy and Alex Peden about the role that the EPSIRC IA programme has played in delivering our research and innovation activity here at the university over the last decade and in the years to come. Very much hope that you enjoy this afternoon's event and feel inspired to talk to us about how we can work with you to deliver a more sustainable future.